The moment everything changes often happens quietly. One day you're struggling, counting dollars, wondering how life got so expensive. The next day you see the world differently. You realize freedom isn't just about having money, it's about thinking in a way that makes money come to you. People think wealth builds slowly. Sometimes it does. But sometimes it comes in a single instant of clarity. A thought hits you so hard you can't unsee it. That's when everything starts to shift. Why do some people earn millions while others barely get by even though they're working just as hard? Why does it feel like effort alone isn't enough? Look around. There are people working 16-hour days and still stuck. There are others who seem to work less and keep getting richer. How is that fair? The passive path exists to answer that. Because I believe wealth comes from choosing how to think, not just how to work. Let's break this open. Let's see what the wealthy know that changes the game forever. Are you secret? The biggest gap between rich and poor isn't money. It's how they think. Rich people think about how to make money work for them. Poor people think about how to survive until Friday. Rich people look for leverage. Poor people look for comfort. Rich people invest in skills and connections. Poor people invest in entertainment. Rich people ask, how can I create value? Poor people ask, how can I feel better today? It sounds harsh, but it's true. If you're broke, it's not always because you're lazy. Sometimes it's because you're trapped in old ways of thinking. You keep doing the same things expecting life to change. You wait for a raise. You hope prices will go down. You pray for better luck. But the world doesn't work that way. Nothing changes until your thinking changes first. The passive path believes wealth starts in the mind. No one gets rich by accident. It's built on choices and habits. Some people hear that and get defensive. They say life and parts of it are. But there are people who beat the system every single day. Why can't that be you? Are you pouring effort? People love to say hard work is the answer. But hard work alone doesn't make you rich. Look at people with 2 jobs. They work long days and nights. They miss time with family. They sacrifice sleep. Yet they're still broke. Meanwhile, someone else builds a business and earns more in 1 month than others earn in 5 years. Why? Because income isn't only about sweat. It's about ideas. It's about owning things that pay you while you sleep. Hard work keeps you alive. Smart work sets you free. The world is full of people working hard for small money. But the wealthy don't trade time for money forever. They create systems. They hire teams. They build assets. They find ways to multiply every hour of effort. If you keep working harder at the same job, your ceiling is fixed. Your boss decides your worth. Your hours decide your paycheck. Your energy decides how long you can last. But when you build something of your own, you break that ceiling. You decide how big to grow. People think working more hours will solve their problems, but time is limited. No one can work 25 hours a day. That's why rich people learn to separate time from money. Are you pouring effort into something? The secret to wealth isn't money. It's the mind behind the money. Money follows knowledge, not the other way around. People think they'll learn how to invest once they're rich. But the rich learned first. That's why they got rich. If you gave someone $10 million today, could they keep it? Could they grow it? Most people would lose it. They'd spend it fast, or invest in things they don't understand, and end up broke again, because they never learned how money works. The passive path believes your mind is the best investment on earth. It pays the highest return. It's yours forever. No one can steal it. No government can tax it away. Yet most people spend more money on coffee than on books. They binge shows instead of learning new skills. They think knowledge is optional. But ignorance is expensive. Every dollar you don't earn because you lack knowledge is money lost. Every opportunity you miss because you didn't learn is money lost. Want to start? Watch educational videos. Join communities where people talk about building wealth. Take online classes that cost less than a dinner out. Keep a notebook of what you learn. Ideas will start connecting. One book can shift your entire path. If someone gave you 10 million, people think giving money fixes poverty. But giving money often makes things worse. People get a few $1,000s. They buy a new phone, or upgrade their car, or spend it on clothes and parties. Then the money is gone, and they're back where they started. Because money without knowledge disappears fast. Charity feels good, but it doesn't always change lives. Sometimes it traps people. It makes them depend on handouts. Instead of building skills, instead of solving problems, instead of learning how to earn, the passive path believes teaching skills is better than giving cash. Teach someone to sell. Teach someone to build. Teach someone to market. Teach someone to solve problems. That's how you change a life. If I could go back in time, I'd give my younger self books, not money. Knowledge would have saved me years and earned me millions sooner, because the real gift is wisdom. Schools teach many things, but they rarely teach how to get rich. Teachers mean well, but most teachers are employees. They earn paychecks. They don't run companies. They don't invest millions, so they can't teach wealth. Schools teach you how to work for someone else, not how to build freedom. They teach you how to follow rules, not how to make your own path. They teach you to avoid mistakes, not how to take smart risks. Think about it. People spend years in school. They rack up debt. They hope for a job that pays enough to survive. Then they wonder why they're stuck. The passive path believes you need your own wealth education. Build your own curriculum. Read books about money. Study people who built fortunes. Learn the basics of business. Learn how taxes work. Learn how investing works. Start small if you have to. Read one book a month. Watch videos that teach. Listen to podcasts that talk about money. Try a tiny side hustle. If your school didn't teach you wealth, teach yourself. Wealthy people blame themselves when things go wrong. Poor people blame everyone else. Rich people ask what they could have done better. Poor people complain about bosses, governments, and the economy. Rich people see problems and look for solutions. Poor people see problems and look for excuses. It's not about shame, it's about power. If everything is someone else's fault, you stay powerless. If you take responsibility, you can change your life. The passive path believes radical responsibility is the start of freedom. Ask yourself hard questions. Did I give my best effort? Did I learn the right skills? Did I waste time or money? Could I have planned better? Could I have saved more? Most people avoid those questions because they're painful, but that's why they're powerful. Every time you say it's your fault, you gain control. You stop waiting for rescue. You start fixing your situation. Try this exercise. List 3 things you could have done differently. Even small things. That's how wealthy people think. Sales is the skill that changes everything. Sales puts money in your pocket. Sales builds businesses. Sales creates freedom. But most people hate selling. They feel embarrassed. They think selling is sleazy. They think it means begging. The truth is, nothing moves without sales. Every job is sales. You sell your time at work. You sell your skills in interviews. You sell your ideas in meetings. You sell your vision to investors. Even friendships and relationships involve sales, because you're always persuading. The passive path believes selling is service. Selling is helping people solve problems. Selling is showing people how life can be better. If you're scared of selling, start small. Sell something cheap online. Sell old things you don't need. Talk about a product you love. Practice describing benefits instead of features. Focus on helping people, not pushing them. Sales isn't tricking people, it's guiding them. Every wealthy person learned to sell. Steve Jobs sold computers and phones. Elon Musk sells electric cars and rockets. Even the best ideas die without sales. Are you terrified? Rejection feels painful, but rejection builds power. People who can handle no become unstoppable. Rich people expect rejection. They keep going anyway. Poor people fear rejection. So they stay silent, they stay safe, and they stay broke. The first time you hear no, it stings. The 10th time, it's less scary. The 100th time, you don't care. Because rejection is part of the process. The passive path knows that rejection is a doorway. Every no moves you closer to yes. Think of athletes. They lose games, but they keep practicing. Think of actors. They face endless auditions, but they keep showing up. Think of entrepreneurs. They hear no from investors, no from customers, no from partners, but they keep pitching. And eventually someone says yes. Practice hearing no. Ask for discounts at stores. Offer your service to strangers. Start conversations with new people. Count your rejections like trophies. There has never been a better time to make money. The internet changed everything. You can earn from anywhere. You can earn at any hour. You don't need huge money to start. People make money gaming, streaming their matches, teaching others how to play. People make money dancing, posting short videos, building huge audiences. People make money selling digital products, like ebooks, or online courses, or design templates. People make money sharing their voice, through podcasts, through videos, through writing. Kids make money opening toys on camera, or reviewing gadgets, or sharing tips about fashion, all with $0 up front. The passive path believes opportunity is everywhere, but many people don't see it. They're stuck thinking money needs big investment. They think businesses mean offices and loans, but many online businesses start for the price of a phone and internet connection. Think about what someone out there will pay for that knowledge, or that talent, or that entertainment. The internet erased the gatekeepers. No one can stop you from trying. Your circle shapes your future. The people around you decide how high you climb. If you hang out with complainers, you start complaining. If you hang out with builders, you start building. If your friends spend every dollar, you'll spend every dollar too. If your friends invest, you'll learn to invest. The passive path believes your environment matters more than your talent. 1 year around winners can change your life. Look for people who talk about ideas. Look for people who push you to grow. Look for people who make you feel uncomfortable in a good way. Because comfort keeps you small. Growth feels awkward. Cut back time with people who drain you. Cut back time with people who gossip. Cut back time with people who mock your goals. Find new circles. Join online groups. Go to business events. Network on social platforms. Volunteer where ambitious people gather. Pay for mentorship if you can, because proximity is power. Let's talk about what to do next. Here's how to build your own path to wealth. Commit to learning every day. Even 20 minutes can change your future. Start a small side hustle. Sell a skill. Sell your knowledge. Sell your time. Track your spending. Know where every dollar goes. Stop blaming others. Take responsibility for your choices. Practice selling. Start conversations. Learn to handle no. Seek better circles. Find people ahead of you. Listen more than you talk. Copy what works. The passive path believes small actions lead to big changes. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for perfect timing. Start where you are, with what you have. Even one step forward matters. Are you ready to take a step your future self will thank you for? If you learned something new today, like this video, subscribe to the passive path. Comment below with what you're working on next. Share this with someone who wants more freedom. Thanks for spending your time here today. I hope this opened your mind to new ways of thinking about wealth. Remember, your future is built by what you learn and how you act today. If you got value from this video, like it. Subscribe to the passive path. Comment below and tell me one thing you're gonna do differently. Share this video with someone you care about who's ready for change. I wish you all the luck and courage on your journey. Feel free to check out other videos on the